Thank you, Mr. President. The Firefighter C.A.N.C.E.R Coalition, which stands for Coalition Aiming for National Carcinogen Exposure Reduction, recently contacted me regarding serious issues that firefighters are having with inadequate respiratory protection and requested a meeting.
Thank you.
Both the Honourable Trish Doyle, Shadow Minister for Emergency Services, and I were happy to meet with Carle and Cleggett from the Firefighter Coalition. Their organisation is committed to minimising exposure to carcinogens and is fighting against a respiratory illness or a cancer epidemic that they say could rival asbestos exposure in years to come. We support the Coalition's petition, which calls to provide adequate and practical respiratory protection for firefighters immediately. 183,877 people have supported the petition, and I think it is time that the Berejiklian Government does too. Firefighters have not been provided with adequate respiratory protection. The P2 masks currently supplied to firefighters do not filter out potentially deadly toxins such as carbon monoxide, formaldehyde and benzene. Firefighters need protection against deadly toxins and carcinogens that cause cancer, and they should not be given inadequate, cheap masks. We know there are many other masks that can do the job of minimising the risks. The ABC reported yesterday that the Honourable Brad Hansard stated that the Medical Research Future Fund has funding for research into the health effects of bushfire smoke. The Firefighter Coalition says the research has been done. We know that the current masks do not protect against cancer-causing agents. We know that a large amount of firefighters hate using them as they are ineffective and the masks are urgently required right now. Research from the American Journal of Industrial Medicine in 2006 says the P-masks filter is designed for filtering out particles and was ineffective in filtering out the cancer-causing compounds in bushfire smoke. Further research from the same journal in 2008 revealed that a 2-hour test under bushfire smoke conditions showed that the masks worn by our firefighters are ineffective in filtering out irritants, and increases in shortness of breath and significant decline in lung function occurs following exposure. It is disgraceful that firefighters have stated that they need to wear wet nappies as their current masks are inadequate. The Berejiklian Government can and should be doing more to support our amazing firefighters in their urgent need for the right equipment. The Firefighter C.A.N.C.E.R Coalition has a number of testimonials from firefighters, including one firefighter saying, "When I used the ones supplied, they were useless for me. My asthma has been getting worse and I have had to take a break until I can afford to purchase a mask." When using the proper masks that were donated or purchased themselves, firefighters said to the Firefighter Coalition that it was much easier to breathe. They experienced less inflamed throats, headaches and smoke inhalation. So many have not purchased these masks, or been provided with them from crowdfunding. Firefighters are risking their lives in the most hazardous conditions, and they should not be forced to supply their own essential safety equipment or rely on crowdfunding. Mike Maria, 26-year-old, a hero member of the RFS, tragically passed away following a 10-month fight with acute myeloid leukemia. The cancer developed as a result of his time as a firefighter. SBS reported yesterday that Mike's wife Amelia, who serves as an RFS volunteer, used over $6,000 of her own money to purchase appropriate masks for the Queanbeyan RFS. Amelia wants to ensure her brigade and others do not end up with the circumstances that her husband endured. I pay tribute to Mike Maria, and I thank his wife Amelia for raising awareness around the ineffectiveness of the current masks that are supplied and for highlighting this highly significant issue. I want to also thank Carle and Cleggett from the Firefighter C.A.N.C.E.R Coalition for their work in trying to ensure that the best protection is provided for our firefighters. The Honourable Trish Doyle and I will continue to wholeheartedly support their fight to attain equipment which will keep them alive and protect their safety.
Mr Justin Field.